Hi, everybody. It's Friday, November 17th, 2023. Good afternoon. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show that combs through early betting patterns, tells you exactly where you might want to steer clear of public opinion. Tonight, we've identified 3 NBA plays where early public betting trends might be a little bit misguided. Hopefully, we're getting the better of the number, and we're going to guide you down to that winner's circle tonight. Before we get into it, our show record is 95-78 after finishing 1-2 last night in college hoops. But if you tailed me on Pick Dawgz last night, it's not all bad news. In fact, it's very little bad news. Congratulations for everybody who joined me yesterday. 8-4 over the last 24 hours, 370 units of profit. And we're going to stay in college football tonight. We have a 3-pack loaded up, $54.99. You know how it works. You must profit or you'll get an immediate site credit for the purchase price. Last night, 1-0 in the NFL, 2-0 in college football, 3-1 in college basketball. Join me right now. We are on one of those rolls once again. So thank you to everybody who did. And those guys that, believe me, and you know who you are, guys that got the 90-day packages, man, we're going to crush it. Thank you so much for your trust. And we're going to roll our sleeves up. Well, I don't have sleeves, but you get the idea. We're going to get you some winners. You could also bypass the daily per game purchases by getting my 30-day all sports, all access pack for just $399.99. 90-day pass that I just mentioned really breaks out. It's $869 over the next 90 days, but it breaks out up to $9.66 per day, which is by far the best option. In addition to being the #1 college football handicapper in 2023, that could go back a long way. Well, what have we done over the last 30 days? Well, 41-23, 62% winners, 1,345 units of profit. So we're actually getting stronger as the season goes on. And of course, the NBA has been very good to us as well, plus 260 units to start the season. Please go to Pickdawgz right now and get started. Okay, let's get to our free games today for Friday, starting with the 8 o'clock game, 8 o'clock Eastern game, 533, 534, Denver Nuggets -5, 225.5 versus New Orleans Pelicans. And we've seen some movement from the total after opening up at 224. This has been pushed up to 226 after 69% of the tickets have come in on the over. This is a revenge spot after Denver beat the Pelicans by 18 12 days ago, and in that game those two combined for 250 points. Now we're staring at a number that smells like a trap to me at 225.5. I'm going to take the under, which is one of my favorite ways to play. I love when teams play each other in close proximity and then the number is just like begging you to bet on what just happened again. Well, we almost always go the opposite, so under 225.5. Same situation, 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight, game 535, 536. Orlando Magic versus the Chicago Bulls. Bulls 2.5, 215.5. This total is going the way that I had hoped. Opened at 215.5. That number was adjusted to 216.5. And judging by betting patterns, this number could tick up some. So get that wager in right now. Go back to what we just saw. The Bulls and the Magic just combined for 190 points on Wednesday. In the win, we saw Orlando shoot just 39% from the field. They shot under 30% from beyond the arc. Count on the pace and the production in this game to be better. We just saw 190. Now we're looking at a total of 215.5, which is not too outrageous, but we're going to go over that total in our second game. And then finally in game 3, 10 o'clock Eastern time, game 539, 540, Los Angeles Lakers 8.5, 223.5. At the Portland Trailblazers. This number is ticked up from its send-out number of 7.5. That may come back down. There's a great deal of Portland money coming in right now. So that may come back down. But I think in this situation, depending on where you are in the country, certainly here in Vegas, they're not going to be willing to push that number down anymore. So we'll see if the books want to get off that 8.5 or perhaps they just want Portland money, which is something that does happen. Interesting stance by the public with the Lakers, which beat Portland by 16 the other night. And, of course, that game did not feature LeBron James. And of course, LeBron James is questionable and expected to play tonight. So the Blazers are on a 5-game losing streak, so naturally the public's on Portland. The betting patterns this year has been so crazy from what they've been in the past, and I think it's mostly because bettors are getting sharper, and they've been doing this for a few years, around the country at least, doing this for a few years now, and they're starting to get that eye of the gambler. They're starting to understand the ebbs and flows of gambling. So we see Portland money coming in. It's the last game of the road trip for the Los Angeles Lakers before they go home to play 3 games in LA. I'm going to take the Blazers plus the 8.5. Guys, please go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get involved with one of my many packages, including my college football 3-pack, $54.99, my 30-day all-access pass, $399.99. Let's keep on building that bankroll. Please join me. I'm the #1 college football handicapper on this website. I'm not going anywhere. That's going to continue. We're just going to lengthen that lead. Just to recap our free plays today: Denver, New Orleans under 226, Orlando, Chicago over 215.5, and Portland plus 8.5. Also, feel free to DM me at Dana Lane Sports or leave a message on the YouTube page. Please hit the like button if you do. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Friday.